But our company has been around since 1956, right here on Huntley Road. It used to be called Colsoft. It stayed Colsoft. A man named Harold Klein, who was an inventor, started Colsoft back in 1956, and it stayed Colsoft all the way up to 1988, and that's when they changed the name along with new owners, and they changed it to American Whistle Corporation to partly signify that by 1988 and still to this very day, we are the only manufacturers of metal whistles left in the United States. So you can all just take one more good look around and think to yourself one more time, yes, I've arrived. And also, we're the only ones, if you got a custom logo, like say, I was thinking about Harold Klein, I mentioned him being an inventor. I found out, I was told, that Harold Klein had invented a meatball making machine, or at least he tried, because I kind of half believed it. I was like, wow, how hard is that? You know, making a meatball, I didn't know how to do that. You know? But why a machine? Well, we were cleaning off this mezzanine up here not a few years back, and we found it. And there was about that much dust on it. It was like, I was thinking, man, that's kind of a bad idea, Harold, you know, man, you know. But that same guy figured out how to get all of these presses. All the presses do, no matter how big or small they are, they just go up and down, boom, 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 until I turn it off. You'll notice no computers around these presses, too. I'm a computer, that means I'm going to... Harold was a good, successful inventor, and so was Joseph Hudson, the inventor of the P whistle. And that's what we make here. They call it a P whistle. Now, I guess we could think about the P whistle being the ball inside of the tone chamber, the size of the vegetable of pea. But all of our whistles are made of brass for the same reasons that they make saxophones, trumpets, tubas, trombones, and car keys. Now, one of those doesn't sound like the other, does it? How many musicians do we have in here today? Anybody like playing music? Right on. I like seeing hands go up for that. I like playing music myself. But if your hand didn't go up just now, don't feel left out, because did you know that each and every one of you are getting a whistle today, a brass whistle? You know that? Yeah, so when you get your whistle, you can tell everyone, yes, I play an instrument. I play the aerophone. That's another name for a whistle. Aerodynamics and saxophone or sousaphone, put those together, you got the aerophone. And I have an aerophone or a P whistle here with no ball in it. And you think that'll work with no ball? You want to hear it with no ball? All right, a P-less P whistle. Here we go. Ah, you were smart. You're covering up your ears there a little bit. You know what my smartphone told me that note that I just played was? F sharp in the 7th octave. That sounds pretty smart here. Oh, yeah, that's smartphone, right? Well, now this one has that P in it that I was showing you a little bit earlier. I'm going to blow this one and you'll hear the difference. Why did he put the ball in? You'll hear why. Hear that trill? That's right. That sounds like I should have been saying, ow! Something like that on somebody, right? So that's what that ball is for. And then, first they changed that to cork after a while. We used to use cork in our P whistles, but cork became pretty expensive for us. We had to get it all from Portugal because cork trees don't naturally grow in the United States. So we had to get it all from Portugal. You know, we can also plate them. We'll send them out for the plating and show you a little example of two different styles of plating. The one that I'm tapping on has been barrel plated. And the one that doesn't have a ball in it has been barrel plated. The one that has a ball in it has been rack plated. Now the difference on that, you can kind of see. I'll shine it up a little bit there. You can kind of see a little difference on that, right? This one here has it's not as smooth as the other one. Well, this one here has been rack plated. That means that they took 5,000 people, or 5,000 whistles, show up at the plating facility, and 5,000 whistles. Somebody has to hang every single one of those things up on a rack with a wire, and they use electricity, and they set it down into some chemicals, and they get plated. This has been 24 karat rose gold plated, and look at this. Ooh, yeah, that has a rose on it. That seems apropos, right? Look at that. Woo, boy, if we had some of these for sale in the only whistle store in the whole country right over there. But whatever plating, that means now the barrel plating, somebody gets, if they say, hey Phil, we need 5,000 of these barrel plated, I'd be like, yeah, okay. I just pour them all into a big old container along with other things, apparently, because when they barrel plate them, sometimes accidentally those other things come back to us. And if there's anything in this bag that anybody really needs, you can take it. It looks like somebody really loves grapes, right? You can wear a necklace with grapes. I don't know how you can miss the big googly eyes on this press right here. These are the largest ones we could find. If you know of any bigger googly eyes that would look better on this press, send them over, and we'll put them on there. I nicknamed this press Big Junior. Big Junior because it's our largest press. It's a 40-ton press. And Junior because it's our newest press. It was made in 1975. And mine that pulled up the other day, hey, what do you think my brand new 2-ton pickup truck here, Phil? I'm like, I like it, but I could never get my head around that necessarily. But I can help you with 40 tons, okay? Let's just imagine that we've cut a hole in the roof directly above press number 1, large enough to stuff a fully loaded semi-tractor trailer. And when I turn this press on, just imagine that whole truck jumping up and down on top of its head, right? So that's 40 tons, all right? So we got a coil of brass that's being fed in this side. So here we go. Big Junior, hungry. Okay, that's the sound of one that's in place right now. You hear the difference? Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we go. We got, oh yes. We're making the American Spirit close. If these are sent out to be and very fascinating how these are set. One at a time, you can stack up slowly, and then they're sent in here. And I put this to slow motion here. You'll notice this arbor contracting, and then there's a pop of air that blows your heart out. You see back here. We're making all these little clips right here. Don't watch this video too closely, and if you do, I still haven't described to you, oh, hey, you realize how hard it's been for me to keep this thing sealed up? I've had this for a couple of years now. I'm like, man, I don't know how to play with this thing, right? Well, that still doesn't describe what the glue is. You ready for the big reveal? Some of you might be able to see a heating element over here. The top number that says 380. That's 380 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's a heating element in the back of the machine that comes down and activates the glue all over the car. There's glue on every car all over. And if my fingers were 380 degrees right here, I'd be activating all the glue on there. So the glue's on the car. Yeah. So this one's secret green and blue on the car. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? One side has made in the USA on, the other side has a flag or a logo, and that'll make a difference if you're going to make one over here. It's called a sonic welder. Take a second and look at the side that has the flag on it, and look down into the little trough. You'll notice, I call it the line in the middle of the road. There's a little piece of plastic that runs that whole way right around it. And that's what sonically is melted with 20 kilohertz, 20,000 hertz. The newer your ears are, the louder this will be to you. But it is actually within the spectrum of the human ear, and we can hear it. It's a really high-pitched frequency. It's actually at the top of our range of hearing. Take a look at my hand, and there's buttons on both sides, and what I'll do is just push these in and wait for everything to stop moving. You'll notice that this horn, it's called a horn, it'll travel down and push these parts together and sound 20 kilohertz, and when it returns up, you're done. So here we go.